Gentlemen, if you're lying awake at night, exhausted but unable to sleep, frustrated by a lack of drive in the bedroom and a lack of energy in your day, staring at the ceiling and feeling older than your years, I want you to know something critical. What if I told you that the gap between how you feel and how you want to feel could be bridged not by a prescription, but by a profound nutritional deficiency that over 70% of men our age are walking around with? And that correcting it specifically at night could be the key to unlocking deeper sleep, renewed energy, and a revitalized intimate life. Let's begin by dismantling a dangerous myth. That diminished erectile function is primarily a standalone bedroom issue. It is not. It is, first and foremost, a vascular event. Every erection is a profound testament to your circulatory system's efficiency, a hydraulic masterpiece dependent on one critical molecule, nitric oxide. This is where the science of vitamin D becomes non-negotiable for men over 50. As we age, the endothelial lining of our blood vessels, that smooth Teflon-like interior, can become inflamed, damaged, and dysfunctional. Think of it as sediment building up in a pristine water pipe, restricting flow. This endothelial dysfunction is the root cause of not only cardiovascular disease, but also of impaired erectile response, as the same arteries supplying the heart must delicately and powerfully supply the penis. The master regulator of endothelial health is nitric oxide. It's the signaling molecule that tells the smooth muscle in your arterial walls to relax, to dilate, to open the floodgates for nourishing, oxygen-rich blood. Without ample nitric oxide, the vessels remain tight, narrow, and resistant to flow. So, the paramount question becomes, how do we boost our body's own production of this miracle molecule? Enter vitamin D3. It acts not as a direct stimulant, but as the essential catalyst for the enzyme called endothelial nitric oxide synthase (eNOS). This enzyme is the very factory that produces nitric oxide within your blood vessels. Vitamin D receptors are directly expressed on the endothelium, and when activated by sufficient levels of circulating D3, they dramatically upregulate the expression and activity of eNOS. It's like providing the master key to the factory and instructing it to go into maximum production mode. More eNOS activity means more nitric oxide on demand. This is the critical foundational repair work. The improved blood flow isn't selective, it's systemic. While the benefits are acutely noticeable in the erectile tissue, where increased vasodilation leads to firmer, more sustainable erections, the revolution is happening everywhere. That same enhanced flow is delivering oxygen and nutrients more efficiently to the muscles in your legs during a walk, to your brain during a complex task, to your heart muscle itself. This is why men report a subjective feeling of better circulation, less cold in the extremities, a healthier complexion, improved exercise stamina. The body is simply operating as it was designed to, with hydraulic efficiency. Furthermore, this vasodilation counteracts the creeping hypertension and arterial stiffness that define aging, reducing the strain on your heart. Therefore, addressing a vitamin D deficiency is not merely about chasing a single symptom. It is a fundamental strategic move to reclaim the integrity of your entire vascular system. The harder erections are not an isolated party trick. They are the most intimate, tangible biomarker of a body that is circulating blood with youthful vigor. By taking D3 at night, you are providing the raw material for this enzymatic repair process during the body's prime restoration window, setting the stage for a system that, upon waking, is primed for performance. This is how a single vitamin moves from a simple supplement to a core component of vascular engineering, fixing the plumbing so that every chamber of the body, including the heart and every intimate moment, can function with potent, reliable force. So, gentlemen, let us be unequivocally clear about what this truly represents. This is not a discussion about a mere supplement or a quick fix tucked away on a pharmacy shelf. This is a conversation about fundamental biological repair. By addressing a profound vitamin D3 deficiency with the intentionality of nighttime dosing and the essential partnership of K2, you are initiating a cascade of systemic correction. You are, quite literally, providing the master key to unlock enhanced nitric oxide production, fortifying the very endothelial foundation of your circulatory system. This is the non-negotiable bedrock upon which vascular health is built. The improved erectile function we've detailed is not an isolated phenomenon. It is the most personal, tangible feedback mechanism you have, signaling that your blood is flowing with the potency and efficiency it did years ago. It is the definitive sign that you are reversing the silent creep of endothelial dysfunction and reinvesting in the integrity of your body's most critical infrastructure. This journey of correction extends far beyond the vascular, however. You are simultaneously harmonizing the hormonal symphony that dictates your energy, drive, and body composition, while dousing the low-grade inflammatory fires that fuel fatigue and pain. You are upgrading your cellular power plants and meticulously directing mineral traffic to fortify your skeleton and protect your arteries. The profound improvement in sleep is the linchpin, the nightly restoration phase where this repair work is prioritized and consolidated. Deep, restorative sleep fueled by optimized melatonin in conversion is when growth hormone is released, tissues are repaired, memories are solidified, and the psychological resilience for the next day is built. Therefore, the synergy of these 6 points creates a self-reinforcing cycle. Better sleep fuels daytime energy, which encourages movement, which further enhances vascular and hormonal health, which in turn promotes deeper sleep. You are stepping out of a vicious cycle of decline and into a virtuous cycle of renewal. Therefore, I urge you to shift your perspective entirely. Do not view this as merely taking a vitamin. View this as applying a strategic, nightly protocol based on the overwhelming science of aging masculinity. You are engaging in a deliberate act of physiological optimization. The why now is critical because the decade of your 50s and beyond is precisely when the cumulative deficit manifests, but it is also the window of time where intervention yields the most dramatic and meaningful rewards in quality of life. This is the science of compression of morbidity, pushing the decline curve far to the right so that your vitality spans the majority of your years. The goal is not immortality, it is empowered, energetic, and engaged longevity. Your call to action is precise. First, consult with your physician and request a specific test, a 25 high-roxy vitamin D blood test to understand your baseline. Second, invest in a high-quality supplement that pairs D3 with K2 MK7 form. Third, adopt the discipline of taking it with your evening meal, leveraging the body's nocturnal metabolic processes. This is not passive hope, it is active protocol. You have the data, you understand the mechanism, and you now see the integrated picture. The power to alter your trajectory, to reclaim deep sleep, sustainable energy, and a confident, intimate life, rests on this foundational step. Move from understanding to action. Your next chapter awaits, and it is yours to build starting tonight. Thank you for joining me for this critical conversation today. Remember, knowledge is only power when it is applied. What we've discussed is a pathway, a protocol built on clinical science, not conjecture. It's a call to move from acceptance to agency. If this resonated with you, if you saw a piece of your own story in that opening hook, then the most important step is your next one. Get tested, consult your doctor, and start the process of rebuilding your foundation from the cellular level. I am deeply grateful you invested this time in your health. Your journey to deeper sleep, renewed energy, and revitalized vitality is the most important project you will ever undertake. I am honored to have provided this roadmap. If you found this information valuable, please share this with a friend, a brother, or a partner who needs to hear it. This knowledge is too important to keep to ourselves. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next deep dive into mastering the science of living well at any age. Until next time, I wish you profound rest, boundless energy, and unwavering health. Goodbye.